Okay, so this video is things that you shouldn't say to transgender people. So the first one is you looked better before, slash I liked you better before. And this is just, I shouldn't really have to say why this is not great to say. Like, someone finally comes out to be themselves and they start living their life as themselves, and then you're just gonna tell them that you liked them before when they weren't happy and when they were miserable, or you're gonna say that they looked better when they were not happy and they were miserable. Like, that's just shitty, you know? Like, if you're depressed and wanting to die, and then suddenly you get out of that somehow and you're happy and you don't really want to die anymore, and then someone just be like, oh, you just changed. I liked you better before. It's just like, bitch, I was miserable then, and now I'm happy. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, next one is I've always wanted to try it with a trans person. Yeah, no, we're not your fucking fetish. Okay? Like, fuck off. Anyways, next one is so you're a cross-dresser? I feel like way too many people get this whole thing of being trans and cross-dressing. Like, people get it confused. It's like they're completely different. Like, just look up the definition of transgender and the definition of crossdresser, and it should be very clear how that they're different. So, like, if you just educate yourself, then there's like a clear difference between the two. Anyways, next one is how do you have sex? You do not need to know this unless you are the person that is doing it with them. Okay? Like, it's none of your business unless you're doing it with them. So you, it shouldn't matter to you. You don't need to know. Anyways, next one is you just want to be different slash you just want to be special. Why, like, there's so many other ways that someone could try to be different or special. Why would they go through all the time and, like, process and whatever to be trans just to be different or special? Like, do you know how hard it is to go through everything that has to do with being trans? Like, no one's gonna do all of that just to try to be special or different. It just would not make any sense. That'd be a whole waste of so much just to try to be special or different. Like, it just, bruh, what? Like, people just want to be themselves and know themselves better, so, like, why would they just be like, oh, I want to be different, special? Like, maybe some people, but that's a very small amount of people that do it. So, the majority of us just want to be ourselves and live and, exist. So, you know, what the fuck? Anyways, next one is you almost look like a real man, or you almost look like a real woman. Trans men are real men, trans women are real women. So saying that you almost look like a real man or woman is just really fucking shitty because you're basically telling us that we're not real when we are. So don't say this crap like this. It just is really shitty. Anyways, the next one is I can hardly tell you have boobs, or I can hardly tell you have a penis. And this can go depending on like if it's a trans man, and then people will be like, oh, I can hardly tell you have boobs, or if it's a trans woman and they just be like, I can hardly tell you have a penis. It's just like, bro, you're coming off as a creepy pervert. Just just don't. That's just creepy to say. It's really fucking weird to say that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, next one is you're more attractive than most normal men, or you're more attractive than most normal women. Like, bruh, this is not really a compliment. It's kind of like weird to say. Also, saying normal men or normal women, like, we are normal men and women. So, like, what? It's kind of just, hello? You're kind of saying two things here that are really kind of weird. Not really the compliment you might want to, say to people. Doesn't sound that much like a compliment, really. Anyways, next one is you're so brave for going out in public like that. Yeah, this is just, you know, like that is, you know, going out in public like what? As myself? Or do you think this is a giant fucking joke? Also being like, oh, you're so brave. Like, I'm literally just trying to exist here. Like, bro, what? Hello? Like, I'm literally just existing, trying to exist like everyone else. What's to be brave about when I'm just existing here? I don't know. Like, most people aren't gonna know that I'm trans, so, you know, what? I don't know. Anyways, last one is I bet you're so kinky. For whatever reason, people really like to think that trans people are kinky for some reason, and it's really fucking weird, and yeah, I don't like it. It's kind of just like, what the fuck? Like, no, not all of us are all about sex or anything, or kinks or fetishes. Like, that's just weird, and and trans people are not your fetish or your kink. Like, you're just a creepy bastard, okay? Like, please leave us alone. We don't want anything to do with you if you're just gonna be a creepy person towards us. Like, stop trying to fetishize trans people. Stop trying to sexualize trans people. There's nothing to sexualize. We're just existing as people. So just leave us alone. Anyways, that is all I have for this video, so bye.